Come on. You can do it. Good boy. Good job. Yay, Parker. Okay. I'm at McDonald's drive-thru to get an iced coffee before we go to the dog park. You guys need to tell Parker he's naughty. He's belted in, but he's supposed to be in his seat. But the seat belt keeps undoing, so he can get as far as the glove box, and he says, this is not the dog park. Hi. Thank you. So you're naughty. Go back to your seat. Okay, people said that when you yawn, that means it's stress. So that kind of bothers me. Are you not liking the dog park? Are you stressed about going to the dog park? Because if you don't like it, we don't have to come here. Oops, wrong entrance. What do you think? Do you like the dog park? It's getting faster, the whining. I think he likes it. He gets excited when we get out of the car and can't wait to get to the gate. Oh, there's one of your friends. Oops. When did you say?
Yeah.
I just started thinking about it a couple days ago. See, that's a Tucker lookalike. Tucker. Yeah, no, he doesn't answer to Tucker. Well, it's such a small world. I was talking to this lady at the dog park, and she is a groomer slash boarder. As a business, that's what she does. She boards dogs. And she asked where I lived, and I told her, and she said, oh, I have a client who lives there, and her name is such and such. She literally lives right next door to me. Small world. And Parker, it had a lot of fun. So, yeah, I think he likes it there. I mean, who wouldn't, right? And he's belted in, you guys, just so you know. So I did more shopping today. Gotta fill the space. No, there's just things that I didn't have that a normal household has because, I lived in a van for 2 years. Especially things for the kitchen. One thing I got was a toaster. Even though I don't eat bread, I do plan to start making keto bread, which most of it, from what I've seen, is not very good just plain, like in a sandwich, but it's really good toasted. And so a toaster is something I needed. Another thing I used a lot when I lived in a house was a little George Foreman grill. I used that all the time. I love my George Foreman grill. The thing is that they never have the little tray that catches the grease. So you have to improvise, and it's got to be just the perfect height and the perfect width. Well, I did find something. It's, ceramic, but that's okay. I got it for $3. So, score. What else? One thing I won't buy at Goodwill is clothes. They're horribly overpriced. $10 for used clothes that probably cost $7 at Walmart is a little ridiculous. So definitely not Goodwill for clothes, unless of course it's Dollar Saturday, which in Arizona is every other Saturday, and that means everything in the store is half price, and one tag color is $1. Everything's $1. So, and that was yesterday, and I missed it. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Oh, and I wanted to mention to the keto people, I have been gaining weight, and I could not figure out why I was gaining weight. So I talked with cousin Janet, and she figured out that I'm just eating way too much fat. So now I'm counting my macros with an app called Carb Counter, I think is what it's called, and it's made a big difference. I'm down a couple pounds in the last couple days. I'm not gaining a lot of weight, but definitely more than, okay, I've gained 12 pounds. That's a lot of weight. Oops. So, anyway, I need to get at least 10 of them off. Hey everybody, I'm going to try my first keto bread. Now, one of the recipes, or one of the ingredients it calls for is xanthan gum, which I don't have. So I Googled to find out what can be used in place of xanthan gum. And it says psyllium husk, which I do have, but I don't know the proper amount to substitute. So, let's give it a try. This is just a test. The first thing we're going to do is crack 5 eggs into a bowl. And we're going to add, well, first of all, I'm going to mix the eggs, beat the eggs. And then I'm going to add half a cup of butter. Half a cup of coconut flour. Since it called for half a teaspoon of xanthan gum, I'm going to use a half teaspoon of the psyllium husk. And then a half teaspoon of salt. I don't normally use just plain table salt, but that's what I've got right now. Okay, I don't have any parchment paper to put in the pan, so I'm going to use olive oil spray to spray it. Hopefully that'll keep it from sticking. And then Spread it around so it is even in the pan. And then we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. Okay, here it is after 45 minutes, and it looks perfect. Unfortunately, I don't have a baking rack to cool it on, so I'm going to try this one-handed. Okay, it's not going to work. Okay, for the first thing I'll say is it got a little bit too done. Also, I didn't let it cool, and so it fell apart, and the burned part stuck to the bottom of the pan. So definitely need either a silicone baking pan or parchment paper. But once it cools, I'll cut a piece and let you know how it is. Okay, it has a very unusual texture. I don't know how to describe it. It's more like a pound cake than bread. And it definitely smells like coconut, which I don't mind. I like coconut, but that's not what I think of when I think of eating bread. And it's only an inch tall. It definitely tastes like coconut, but that makes it more like a dessert to me. I'm going to keep trying different recipes, but I'm going to try one with yeast in it so it rises. This is good. I hope I don't eat the whole thing tonight because that's not good. Go keto. Her and I are out for a walk, and seeing the road right there, right before the stop sign, there's a part of the palm tree fell down, and Parker is going to definitely want to check it out or be afraid of it. He's going to think that it's an animal. Oh, so I'll just pee on it.